Hello everyone, my name is Daniel. I'm just a casual racer, and today we're in Assetto Corsa. I want to show off 1955 Dundrod. This circuit hosted the RAC Tourist Trophy in the 1950s, and it's really a great circuit. It was done by Jim Pearson originally for Grand Prix Legends. It was then ported over with his permission and oversight to R-Factor 2, and I believe, and I hope it's been ported over to Assetto Corsa with permission, but the AI line's a little wonky, and he was very particular, always so. Hopefully either the people that are porting it over can fix that quickly, and you'll see that here in one of the upcoming corners, but also that just generally, you know, everything's alright. So if anyone knows whether it was ported or not, if it's not, then I'll delete the link from the video description. Otherwise, it'll stay there down below for you to check out and download. This is a really cool circuit. I'm driving the AC Legends, and you'll see here's the wonky AI. So, had a few cars here just to illustrate for you what I meant, and the rest of the circuit will complete on our own. But yeah, this car, the Mercedes 300 SL, is by AC Legends Group. Really cool, wonderful 1955 car, obviously, right? A legendary car. Got that vintage 50s soft suspension. You're gonna feel it load and unload. Yeah, it's a really cool experience. I love the setting I chose as well for this, you know, this race around the Dundrod Circuit. You'll see the dusk setting. We have light glinting through the trees over our dash. You feel it in the force feedback, right? That suspension. Go over the crest, loads and unloads, and it's such a characteristic of this car, right? It'll lull you to sleep. Need to slow down here for this corner up ahead. It's a tight one that'll catch you out if you're not careful. Down in a second. There we go. But yeah, as it'll lull you to sleep. You'll get comfortable if you're used to vintage cars. You're like, I've got a hang of this. And then it'll suddenly go over a rise, you go through a dip, and either the suspension will compress or unload, and it will change the characteristics of the car and give you that vintage 1950s feeling that is so challenging. And that is down here again. Go away through these corners. No real pressure, right? But yeah. This is a great part of the circuit here. I love it when the trees are over the track. There's foliage on all these versions. Grand Prix Legends, you know, R-Factor 2, and now in Assetto Corsa is incredibly well done by Jim. So, really, really great stuff. One thing, too, to point out, the Grand Prix Legend version is insane for that game. And so it's one of those things where if you've never played it, never installed Grand Prix Legends, I have some installation videos on that. So something worth perhaps checking out if you're into playing some older sims, or you just want to do a new experience for a weekend or whatever, you have some time. Highly recommend it, and this is definitely all of Jim Pearson's traction ones you have to download. They're just incredible. So, experience them as he created them himself, you know, that idea. Alrighty, here we're flying along. I don't want to come up. I've driven about the first half of the circuit, maybe 20-30 minutes, and the second half maybe 5 minutes, just due to the fact of having issues with the AI, restarting, making sure everything's working right, you know, trying to pick a car that I felt worked right. I was initially going to do the Japanese GT cars, but then once I realized I wasn't going to be able to have a race, I thought, you know, why not pick something a little more challenging? And that's how I landed on this car here. Unfortunately, in the pack, the 60s pack, there just isn't any other 1950s cars. It would be really cool if there was one more, you know, to have a little bit of a field of variety, at least two manufacturers, you know. There are some cars out there for the 50s, but yeah, not, how do I want to put it? We come into the hairpin here. Slowest corner on the circuit, I believe. Fly around the corner there. There are a few you can find out their 1950 stuff, but it's just not a super common era, unless you're like looking at some janky modders who are ripping stuff from other games and stuff, which is, you know, always unfortunate. Go. I gotta be careful. Work our throttle a little bit, work our brake a little bit as we go through these corners, and this car is not flat out. Down. There we go. Coming around up near the end of the lap here. We go to the finish line. Power across. So this is Dundrod. Really awesome circuit. Check it out. Got links in the video description. Hopefully, perks your interest. And most of all, though, I hope you all have a fantastic rest of your week.